Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us from all over the world. My name is Perla Chicone from the marketing team at Hosco, the leading hospitality network. We're thrilled to have you here for this exciting webinar on Fast Track USA. You may be wondering now, what is Fast Track USA? And this is a unique collaboration between Hosco, ITN, and Odyssey, offering exclusive traineeships and internships at premier hospitality destinations across the United States. This is your ideal partner for accessing these exclusive opportunities. So if you're interested, you're in the right place. Let's start with a quick video about the Fast Track USA program, showcasing the opportunities and experiences awaiting you. Well, thank you so much for watching. As you can see, this is Fast Track's Promise, an easy visa process, a really cool way for you to get to know the world and exclusive program opportunities. Let's now talk about the program itself, either if you're an intern or a trainee. One thing that you should know is that we offer immersive hospitality experiences in the USA. This is open to students, recent graduates, and young professionals. It's important that you know that this is within the hospitality field, as every single thing that we're offering here is for hospitality workers. The J1 visa guarantees at least 32 hours per week, which, don't worry, are paid, and also rotational positions at 4- and 5-star hotels. You may be wondering now, am I eligible for this program? Can I be the next one going to the USA? And the answer is, if you meet this criteria, you are. Either you're a current student or a graduate within the last 12 months, or if you're a graduate with 1 year of relevant work experience, or if you have 5 years of relevant experiences without a degree. This means that either if you studied hospitality or if you're already working in the field or have worked in it, you're eligible for this program. You may be wondering, which departments are available? Am I going to find the one I like? And the answer is, if any of these departments are any of your likings, you're in the right place. You first have culinary arts, food and beverage, and also rooms division. As you can see, here we show the main roles that we cover, and also remember, as we mentioned before, that these are rotational positions, which means that you're going to have a holistic understanding of the department, and you're going to be able to then ace it in the future. The destinations offered in this program go from California, Colorado, Florida, Utah, Texas, and many more. Remember that we work with big part of the USA, so don't worry, you're going to be able to meet amazing places. Regarding our host companies and school partners, the partners that we have go from Accor Hotels, Hyatt Regency, the Ritz-Carlton, Renaissance Hotels, and so on. And these are the places in which you can be gaining invaluable experience. On the side of schools, you have schools like Le Roche, EHL, Lyon, and so on. These schools also share and support our mission to provide top-tier hospitality training. With only these partners, you can be sure that you're going to have access to the best opportunities that you can have in the United States. If you're wondering which placements are available or how am I able to access these, you can access them on hosco.com. The way you spell Hosco is HOSCO.com. Don't worry, we're going to be sending every single information that you need and access for you to see these opportunities. And as you can see with these branding is the way that you're going to be able to apply for the J1 visa programs that we're offering throughout Fast Track USA. Let's talk about benefits now. What's in it for you? It all starts with diversity and cultural awareness. You're going to be able to know people from all over the world, and also you're going to be able to network with these people who in the future can be your colleagues and also open future doors for you. You're going to be able to develop leadership skills that are going to make you become a great professional in the field and also develop personal traits. Regarding insights into the US hospitality industry, you're going to be able to also learn about hospitality in general, because remember that America is one of the continents that has one of the best hospitalities in the world. Apart from that, you're going to be able to improve your cross-cultural communication because you're not only going to be working with American people, you're going to be working from people from all over the world who are either clients or your colleagues at work. One thing that is very interesting with this opportunity is that you're going to be able to upgrade your resume for future career opportunities and also to differentiate you from your peers. The thing that you're also here able to earn while you learn is amazing. But also, don't forget, and well, we're going to tell you now, which are the salaries that you can be aspiring. In this case, the programs go from 2,500 to 4,000 US dollars. This amount is monthly that you get it and is paid in a bi-weekly basis, which allows you to be even aware of your earnings and also be able to organize yourself throughout the month. If that's not only the thing, apart from having all these great benefits, you're going to be able to travel after you finish your training program. And this is the moment where you can start making these great stories that you're going to tell your friends and family about. You may be wondering, what is the cost of this program? Am I able to afford it? And the thing that you should know since the beginning is that this is going to be an investment for your future. So once you have the investment mindset, everything changes. The first thing that we'll have is the registration fee for 175 US dollars. Keep in mind that every amount that I'm going to mention is in US dollars in case you have a different currency in mind. Apart from the registration fee, the thing that should be covered after is the service fee that is $240. Once you're already ready to start the program, you're going to have to pay a deposit of 2,395 US dollars. And then pay a bi-weekly payment after you arrive in the US of 115 US dollars. You should know that, as we mentioned before, with the salaries that you can be expecting, this is a guaranteed return of investment we're talking about, because as you can see, this is in the beginning that you're going to have to pay that amount, but you're going to go over that amount in terms of benefits, because these are really well paid opportunities, which will definitely change the deal. Remember also that all the trainings are paid, even though we mentioned that before, but this is going to be guaranteed since the beginning. It's an investment that will be returned. Now you may be wondering, what do I have to do? Where do I start? Where do I end? How do I go from my home country to the USA? And it's only 8 simple steps that I want to tell you. You're going to have support throughout the whole journey. But still, let's go over them so that you're aware of what you're getting into. The first thing is that you have to complete the application form. This application form is available through the Fast Track USA website. And once you're done with that form, you're going to be able to take the eligibility test. This will measure if you're eligible for the program based on your education or experience. Once you're done with that eligibility test and you're considered as eligible, you're able to attend orientation session. This means that you're going to be part of the webinar that ITN hosts in order for you to know every single thing about the program. You're done with your orientation session. What do you do now? Now it's moment for the pre-screening interview. The idea of this interview is to see which are your expectations and how do we meet them. And also, how can we help you with any doubts you may have since the beginning. Then, what has to be done is the legal duties, which is complete the registration package. Here you're going to see the T&Cs and everything that is to be considered for this program. Once you agree with all the legal duties, then we can go to the registration fee, the one we mentioned before. Once that is paid, then you're able to meet the host companies and interview with them. These companies are the ones that are going to make you able to go after to the US Embassy and ask for your visa. It's important that you know that you have to have a formal job offering in order for you to have your visa and eventually then book your plane tickets and go to the USA. I mentioned this before, but it's important that you keep it in mind. The program support that you have since the beginning is something that you know that is going to be there always. ITN representatives will assist you throughout the whole process from the beginning and until you arrive in the USA. Apart from that, in every step of the way, you will receive instructions on what to do, what's next, how you get prepared, and so on. Throughout the program, you will also have monthly check-ins with Odyssey, which allow you to have a one-on-one space in order for you to say how everything is going for you, if you have any questions. Also, Odyssey offers a 24/7 emergency line that is really helpful in case you have any questions or concerns at any time. This space is also a community, which means that you're going to be able to access a lot of news regarding events wherever you are, and hopefully you can attend to meet new friends and also create valuable connections. On behalf of Fast Track, we're really into getting you inspired throughout the whole way. And for this matter, we've created several articles in order for you to know tips, tricks, what you should know about the US, previous testimonials, and many more things in order for you to be able to access this information and to learn what's in it for you with these programs. This is something that is going to allow you to grow personally and professionally, but if you're still doubting a little bit, you can go over our articles and find out more. This is accessible through the Fast Track website, which is fast-track.hosco.com/USA. Now we're showcasing some J1 training experiences in the USA. Mainly, these are dreamers who made their dreams come true. All these people have gone to the USA with the help of ITN and Odyssey. And honestly, you can get easily inspired with these pictures. Then it can be you standing in front of the Red Canyon, the Empire State, the Golden Gate, and many more destinations that you're the one choosing which ones you're going to meet. We've mentioned ITN before, but what is ITN? ITN is the International Trainee Network, and along Odyssey Exchange, they provide the J1 hospitality internships and traineeships programs in the USA. You may be wondering, why ITN and Odyssey? Having granted more than 50,000 visas, having more than 20 years of experience, having more than 200 partners, companies with them, and also over 40 US destinations, I think this answers your question. But one thing that you should know is that ITN is the largest provider of J1 luxury hospitality internship and traineeships programs in the USA. Apart from that, You're going to have medical insurance, bi-weekly salary, travel opportunities, and no hidden fees. Everything that you have to cover for this program has been mentioned before, and you're going to have access to this presentation in order for you to go over them. And also remember, you can visit the Fast Track website and find out more. Now, I have the pleasure to pass the lead to Andrei Kasaku, Marketing Manager at ITN and Odyssey, to cover the frequently asked questions that you may have so far and also answer the questions that you drop in our comments section. Andrei, I'm going to pass you the lead.
Absolutely, thank you. It's a pleasure to be here and discuss all the potential questions from your attendees.
Perfect.
Let's go through some of the frequently asked questions that we receive usually in our J1 internship and trainee programs in the United States. One of the questions that's major for everyone and important in planning your trip to the United States is if the accommodation is provided. With many hotels and resorts that partner up with us, accommodation and housing is provided by the hotel or the resort. But in cases in which the accommodation is not provided, we usually provide the contact details of our agency partners in the US, so you can try to find accommodation through our agency partners. Another option that we provide is connecting you with other J1s, with other J1 interns and trainees. So if you want to find accommodation together, you can always group with other internationals and try to secure housing together. If accommodation is usually something that you worry about, you can just choose some of the opportunities that we have with housing included. Let's check out the second question. So, will I have access to healthcare and banking during my time in the United States? Absolutely. So, in our that we provide, we also mention the banks that are in your area, and you will be required to open a bank account in the United States so that you can receive your salary while having your internship and training program. Also, as part of the cost, as part of the program inclusions and the cost that you pay for this program, you have healthcare, you have medical insurance, which you can use in the United States in case something happens. So basically, the medical insurance is also part of the costs, and that's something that we cover for the entire length of your program. Even if it's for 6 months or 12 months, you will be covered with the healthcare. Are you going to assist me throughout the process? Absolutely. So our team our registration team is going to assist you from the beginning of the application until you finalize your program in the United States. As mentioned earlier during this webinar, we have a support team in the United States that organizes cultural events. We have a support team before going to the United States in which they are going to assist you with the visa process, with the interview with the hotel or the resort, basically with the entire process since the application until you finish your program. It's something that we really put a lot of value on providing customized and personalized service to everyone. So during the pre-screening interview in the beginning of the application, we try to understand you to see what works for you and try to kind of customize our service to your needs. The next question would be, how long does the application process take? So in general, in average, the application process, the entire process of the visa and everything takes about 3 to 4 months. Of course, the visa process and the visa embassy interview, the US embassy, can take up to 6-8 weeks, but it fully depends on how quickly you get selected by a hotel or a resort. So basically, I would say that in average, the entire process takes about 3 to 4 months. The next question would be, what happens if I don't get selected by a host company? If you don't get selected by a host company, do not worry. We try to motivate you and interview with the next hotel and the next resort until you get selected. So you can go to one interview and get selected by a hotel or a resort, or you can go to 3, 4, 5 interviews, how many interviews you need in order to secure your dream internship or training program in the United States. Is there financial assistance to cover the cost of the program? as I mentioned a little bit earlier, there are costs that needs to be paid, including the medical insurance. So usually we do need that initial deposit, the $2,395, to be able to issue the visa documents, to be able to issue the medical insurance and everything you need in order to obtain the visa. So basically, the entire cost is split. You'll only pay the deposit of $2,395, and after that, you will pay from your salary in the United States. There is no other financial assistance. There is also the scholarship competition that Fast Track ran recently. That was a great way to kind of win a free program from us and Fast Track and Hosco. What if I experience a family emergency and must return home for a period of time? Absolutely. So you can exit the United States and re-entry with your visa. You'll just need to contact us, our team at Odyssey, to kind of sign some paperwork. And after that, you are ready to go home, or maybe do other kind of travelings. Maybe you want to travel to Mexico or Canada or some other close countries to the United States. You can always contact us and we can sign the paper so that you can re-enter in the United States. Thank you for sharing these frequently asked questions.
Thank you, Andre, for answering them and for the valuable content that you just gave. Also, the assistance throughout the process is very interesting and something that you're going to have assured. Now, let's go over the questions that you attendees may have. You please can drop them in the comment section, and we're going to be able to answer them live. First question we had: can I extend visa in the US longer than 12 months? Can you please answer, Andre?
Absolutely, great question. So for a hospitality program, the maximum would be 12 months. So if you have an internship or a trainee program for 6 months, it can be extended to a maximum length of 12 months. If you are already enrolled in a program for 12 months, unfortunately, it cannot be extended past 12 months. But after completing a program, we can check the eligibility if you are eligible to attend a second J1 program with us, or a third one.
Oh, perfect. That's really nice. Also, another question that we have: can international students in Canada apply? And if yes, how does that work?
Absolutely. So I assume the student is from another place, from another country, and they are studying in Canada. So in that case, you are able to apply from any country around the world at the the local US embassy in that country. So international students from Canada can apply. Also, international students who are studying in other countries, even though they are not from that specific country, you can apply from that place and obtain the visa at the local US embassy in that specific country where you are located right now.
That's really helpful. Thank you so much. The following question that we have: I currently have a B1, B2 visa that is valid until 2029. Will that cause an issue?
Great question again. Absolutely. So if you have a B1, B2 visa, that's a tourist visa, it doesn't affect or impact your application to a J1 visa in any way. The visas are different. They have different purposes. So you can have both visas in your passport. You can have the tourist visa and you can also have the J1 visa in your passport. As the J1 visa is more employee-based, is more allowing you to have a social security number to obtain all the legal documents to basically pay taxes and receive a salary and so on. It's going to be a different visa with a different purpose. And when you are going to enter in the United States, you are going to let them know that you are entering on the J1 visa from your passport because you are starting your internship or trainee program.
Perfect. Also, we have another question that is from someone who went through a J1 program and asks, can I start a second J1 program directly after finishing my first J1 program?
Okay, so it fully depends on your profile. If you participated in a J1 program as an intern current student, you can immediately start your program after graduation or after completing another semester at your school. So that's an immediate process. You can start a second J1 program immediately. If you participated as a trainee under the trainee category that was mentioned earlier, in that case, you will need to either wait 2 years before applying for another trainee program, or if you enroll in a higher education as a master's student, for example, you finished a bachelor's and so on, you can apply immediately after completing a semester from your master's degree. So it fully depends on your profile. We'll have to check it more in detail to make sure if you are eligible or not at the moment. But those would be the criteria that we normally look for and that are presented by the US Department of State regulations.
Okay. The different question that we have is, you kind of answered this before, but it's important that we mention it again. I'm currently living in another country on a temporary residence visa. To start the process, do I need to go back to my home country?
Great question. So you do not have to go back to your home country. You can complete the entire application process from where you are located, and also obtain the visa at that location.
Perfect. Well, these are the questions so far, and thank you everyone for asking, and thank you, Andre, for answering.
Thank you.
Now we have the chance to present another Andre, a J1 participant who has had the chance to have 3 experiences within the USA. Andre is going to talk about his testimonial, but also encourage you to visit the United States and have the J1 program opportunity and live it by your own.
Hello everybody, my name is Crisbașan Andrei, I am 22 years old and I graduated American Hotel Academy in my hometown, Brașov, Romania. Right now I'm talking from my 3rd internship that I'm doing in Miami, Florida, in United States. So finally, after 22 years of dreaming about the American dream, I have the chance to actually live it. And trust me, I am living the American dream every day. I came here 6 months ago with the J1 visa to finally have my cultural exchange experience. Since then, I started my training on front desk to Sole Miami Hotel. And today, I am more than happy to share my experience with you. So let's get started. I have my questions here. Let's get into it. What aspect of American hospitality do you find most intriguing or different from hospitality in your home country? Well, the answer of this question will be the management. The management in US, or at least at Sole Miami Hotel, is different than the one that I experienced in my other work countries. I also work in Ireland and Greece and Romania, but here I can tell that the management is an actual example of leadership. The management here is focused to create a nice working environment. They are telling us when we are doing something good, but also they are patient and they are telling us in a nice way when we are doing some mistakes in order for us to correct them as a team. They are giving us prizes based on our performances, and also they are taking their time to create events every month in order for us as employees to connect and socialize, to get to know each other better so we can work together better as a team. Have you had the opportunity to participate in any cultural exchange activities outside of your training environment? If so, what were they and how did they impact your experience? Well, yes. Since I came here, I wanted to experience them all. I experienced my first Halloween in US, and of course, I had my costume as a vampire because I'm coming from Transylvania. I could experience for my first time how Halloween is celebrated here in US, and it was an amazing experience. Of course, I have my vlog on YouTube if you want to watch it. But what I can tell you, it was really a dream came true. And also I went 24 hours in New York, 24 hours in Los Angeles, California, and just 1 week ago, 24 hours in Dallas, Texas. Arriving in New York was one of the best experiences because it was always my dream to go there. And being in Times Square and seeing New York from the top of the building, The Edge, was another dream came true. Also, I've been to Los Angeles, California, when I had the chance to walk on the Walk of Fame, to see the Hollywood sign, and also to be part of America's Got Talent, which was also another big experience for me. 1 week ago, as I told you, I've been to Dallas, Texas to watch the wonderful solar eclipse. And again, it was a dream came true. So yes, even if I'm training here and I'm learning about hospitality, I also have the perfect time and opportunities to learn about American culture and to travel around and to experience my American dream.
Well, as you can see, this was Andre's experience, and this can be you. Thank you so much for joining our Fast Track USA webinar. If you're ready to enjoy this journey, please visit us on our website, fast-track.hosco.com/USA, or email us at fast-track@hosco.com. If you also have a phone available, you can scan this QR code, which will take you directly there. Thank you, Andre. Thank you, attendees, and we'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.